Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
Start.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Off play action. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush. You cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front 7, and they register a sack early here on only the 2nd play of the game.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets it out quickly. Got some room into the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Morton. Unloads to the right. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands.
Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And here comes the offense on second down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On the move to his left. Wide open downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Gets it out fast. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Now the play fake. Now improvising. He's turning it loose into the middle. Touchdown, Texas! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Ball. Tackled at the 24 and almost... Even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback.
Let's go. Right. Single.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Hansen. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Trying to beat him to the left. Finding an escape route. He's loose. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Lagway. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Motion from the wideout. Gonna take a shot on second and short. Got it behind the line. It's ball. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And when you're a quarterback, you have to sell pass. You have to get your eyes down the field, the ball in your hand like you're ready to throw the football. Now, I quickly handed to the running back. You could see it worked, and the running back did the rest. The defense was thinking pass all the way. What a nice game.
And the Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to run it. Can't get him to the ground. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. It's complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They go to the ground.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Forced out of the pocket. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
This time they'll go to the running game. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive. Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. We'll see if this offensive line sneaks into the end zone.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line to a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. The Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Gators with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes a grab, past the marker. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the 1st half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great way.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Lagway. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can...
And he loses the football on the return. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Florida 17, Texas 7.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Trying to get the corner. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still running at the 40. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
I think this team knew coming in today they needed to be able to run the football, and they were going to have to get some of that production from the quarterback, and he just broke off his longest run of the game so far. That was critical for his confidence, for this offense's confidence, and right now if you're on defense, you've got to find an answer for this guy.
The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Might be calling a hot route. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Forward. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Gators inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. dropping back. It's Lagway. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Fires to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Floats it out in space. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And with 3 seconds left, a last chance to extend the game into overtime. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered for... Welcome to the home of the Temple Owls, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Lincoln Financial Field. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a squad from the American, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kick it away to start us off. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ready to fire from the pistol. Quick pass on the jet motion. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
Second down.
The Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass, it's Simon. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
They'll go to the toss. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. That's why you never assume the first guy's going to make the tackle, and you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single week in defensive meetings. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Take the correct angle. Nice job. First guy misses. Second guy gets him on the ground, forces the 4th down, throws that fist up in the air.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. On the option. Now the toss. Touchdown, Texas! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
We knew this offense wanted to come into this one, establishing the run, guys. They didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front, and this guy caps it off with a nice touchdown run.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Worthy. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Back to throw, it's Simon. Rushes on him. Caught over the middle, it's Smith. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Temple.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. Out of the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Slithers into space. Past the first down marker and still running. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Got out of trouble and throws.
The offense just has not been able to find a way and to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Snagged out of the air. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Simon. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Throwing right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Texas! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. He uncorks one deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Simon. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. Touchdown, Longhorns! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.